Makeup packs are a dime a dozen. I think that means there's like a bunch of them. There are thousands of makeup packs out there. Some are very old that are coming back. Some are new that people are like, let me just try this and see if it works. Today, I'm gonna try a setting powder makeup pack that I have seen all over social media. And I thought, this can't possibly work, right? Like, there's no way this works. Today, we're gonna try it out. Everything I will be using in this video will be tagged right here, so definitely check that view products tag. If it's not there, it's gonna be linked down below in the description. Both links are going to be affiliate, so anytime you click it, you're gonna be supporting this channel. Also, I can't believe that I'm sitting here with literally no earrings in. Who comes to YouTube naked? I'm supposed to be like flashy and... Anyway, let's jump into it. I've seen different videos on this, but the most recent two videos I saw, one, the girl had really flawless skin. I was looking at this thing and I thought, there has to be some kind of filter effect here, okay? And then the second video I saw, you can clearly see the patchiness of the powder on her skin as she was applying the hack. But then it seems like after she was done applying the hack, her face was all smooth. Where did all that patchiness and breaking up of that makeup go? That really made me want to try this, okay? So we're gonna try out two powder hacks that apparently if you add to your makeup, it's going to make it look flawless and last all day and all that good stuff. I'm gonna start out with moisturizing my skin. I'm going in with the MAC Serumizer and the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Primer. As a good experimenter, I'm going to have a control side and that's gonna be my right side. I will just apply the product over there the regular way. I'm using the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever in the shade 65. 68N is also like a good match for me. I'll just go ahead and blend it in. So I have some of the foundation on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use my setting powder. This is my Benai Nutmeg setting powder. This is generally the powder that I set my under eyes with. No instructions whatsoever that says use this specific kind of a setting powder, okay? The first hack is to mix your setting powder with your foundation because it's supposed to give you a flawless mattifying finish and it's gonna look really good. I saw someone do this hack and put a ton of powder on it. I don't know how much powder to put, so my knuckle hurts from how much I'm hitting it. I'm just gonna blend it with the butt of a brush. I know you guys have seen a few people try this, so let me know, do you think it's gonna work? Mainly I'm worried that it's gonna change the tone of my foundation. I'm also just worried about the look of the product because of that girl I saw who had that patchy look going on. This is what I got. Let's go ahead and apply it to the face. Okay, let's blend it in and see. The tone of the product has definitely changed. Okay, most of the people I have seen try this hack are way lighter than me. I haven't seen anybody who's as dark as me or deeper try this hack. I feel like if you're going to try this hack and you are as dark as me, maybe find a deeper setting powder to mix into your foundation. We already have issues finding the right foundation match for us. We don't need help like changing the tone of the foundation. You can tell that my left side is slightly brighter. I'm gonna let everything sit for a second and then I'll come back so we can see if there is a difference in the finish of it. Now on a regular day, if you were trying to matte down your foundation, you would then go over this with a powder foundation or a finishing powder. After letting it sit for a few minutes, here are my thoughts. There's a huge tone difference, obviously, but I feel like my powder side is slightly less glowy compared to the right side. The look of the skin though, I like the look of my right side without the powder better than I like the left side because it looks more like skin to me. We'll see exactly what it ends up looking like. Let's go into the second hack. The only parts of our face that we can compare this hack to is our under eye. I'm gonna use the same brush, dip into the powder, because apparently you're supposed to use your setting powder to blend your concealer. I don't know how much I'm supposed to use, so I'm just gonna tap it off until there's like no more coming off of it because I don't want to ruin this hack, okay? And I'm just gonna look up and blend it in. I'm not saying anything because I really don't know what this is looking like as I'm doing it. All I'm thinking about is as soon as I put the powder onto that concealer, it is not gonna blend in. There's some concealer right there that's not blended in, or not matte down, I should say. Okay, this is what we got, blending the powder with the concealer and then blending the concealer by itself. This side, of course, it looks matte. However, I feel like it's looking patchy. Part looks a little bit more patchy, like it's not completely blended in. From here to here, feels like it doesn't really have any product in it. Compared to my right side, right here is a little darker, especially in this groove. That's not looking like it has any product coverage over there. It also looks a little bit more cakey to me. You can see my lines are very defined, and the lines over here is also very defined, and it's looking very cakey compared to this side, which is looking more hydrated. I feel like the concealer did not get a chance to move around before it got set. It's like a self-setting concealer, but this time you don't get to blend out the concealer before you set it. I'll go ahead and set the right side, and then we'll compare the two and see what we find out. Our right side is set. I didn't bake it, I just set it. Can you tell the difference? There's a clear difference. I do not like what this looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face. I'll come back so we can see what everything looks like. Okay, so my whole base is done. The issue with the powder is, like on my eyes, you can see this thing right here. Like I don't know, I don't know what that is. I feel like it's the powder that set the concealer, and now the concealer is like stuck there. I know if I scratch at it, it's gonna peel off. Who wants to be peeling rolled up makeup off their face? The whole point is for it to look like this, flawless, right? Not for it to look whatever this one is looking like that I had to go and peel something off of. My under eye on the left side is still looking very much cakey. Okay, besides that, the base itself is not looking bad. I noticed that I have more darkness on my left side than I do on the right side. Right now, the time is 3:47. I'm gonna go and we're gonna do like a slight wear test, and I'll come back in a few hours so we can see exactly what it looks like. I'll come back in a little bit so we can discuss. The time is now 10:10, and this is what my base is looking like, honey. I don't know what is going on. This is the side with the powder blending into the foundation, blending on the under eyes. The under eyes, which was like my main issue, is still looking cakey. Over here, like when you look close, it has like more lines, and right here, because that's where I put the product, and that's what the powder initially set it without blending it out. This is what my other side looks like. Like, I think it looks better. My under eyes at least looks better. The skin though, I did wipe my face. I was drinking something and I had to wipe my face. So over here is like a little patchy because I was like dapping at it. But looking at you straight on, I see a line, a more defined line on the right side of my face compared to the left side of my face. The tone of it does not look that off now that everything is like melted in together. I prefer the powder side with the foundation because it just looks better after a while. It could be from blotting it and that's why it looks like that. Only based on just this area, I prefer the powder side over the non-powder side. But the rest of the face in general looks pretty much the same. I would say they're both oily, but the powder side seems to be slightly less oily compared to the no powder side. It's not that significant of a difference for me to say this hack absolutely works, especially if I'm going to be trading off the fact that I might maybe potentially end up with a foundation that's going to look lighter than the original shade that I went in with. I am really terrified of changing the shade of a foundation after we have fought so hard to get shade inclusivity. You could also as easily just powder before. If you have a colorless powder like the Benai no color powder or the MAC colorless powder or the RCMA powder, I would definitely do that. That's it for me trying out these viral setting powder hacks. Let me know down below in the comments which other hacks you want me to try out. Let me know if I did something wrong and how I could fix it so that I could get a better result. Thank you so much for watching. I love you lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.